is a problem highlighted by the NBC 10 Boston investigators. Homeowners financially devastated by heating oil spills. Costly cleanups like this play out more than 100 times every year here in the state. Now, after our series of stories, NBC 10's Boston's Ryan Kath explains how lawmakers are considering a change in the law that could protect your most prized possession.
This past summer, my family's emotional and financial well-being were thrown into turmoil when I returned home from work.
Jay Eberly telling state lawmakers about the day he discovered a heating oil spill in the basement of his Arlington home, and then the gut punch that followed.
I also put in a call to my home insurance agent that evening, and I was shocked to learn that my wife and I had no insurance coverage for an oil leak.
Jay was actually one of the lucky ones. His small spill of about 15 gallons was contained in the basement, and his out-of-pocket tab only totaled about $22,000. We say only because, as we first told you in February, spill cleanup costs can quickly soar above six figures.
I look at my home now and I just see a problem. I'm not happy here anymore.
Just ask Catherine Hamlin, a widow who's endured that nightmare scenario inside her Sutton home.
More difficult than I can tell you, actually. It was horrible.
Or Donna Barron,
losing sleep, having nightmares over this.
a Blackstone mother of three who discovered she was on the hook for an oil spill cleanup that happened years before she bought the house.
This is something that I was blindsided by.
There's an average of 118 heating oil spills per year across Massachusetts, and there's a relatively inexpensive insurance rider available. But here's the problem. You have to know to ask about it, and most people are in the dark. Only 5% of homes with heating oil are protected.
I think it's a very good bill.
During a recent hearing at the State House, Senator Ann Goby told fellow lawmakers insurance coverage should be mandatory instead of a well-kept secret.
They don't know it exists, and I would imagine for most homeowners, they probably assume that it is covered.
I think the bill is unnecessary.
But an insurance lobbyist argued it was unfair to have all policyholders pay to cover a heating source only used by a percentage of the state.
You start adding that in, the costs will go up, and they go up for everybody.
Supporters of the bill pointed to the natural gas explosions in the Merrimack Valley and how insurance covers disasters like that. Attorney Susan Crane said a few of her clients' heating oil spill costs have surpassed $1 million.
We don't feel that oil heat should be singled out with no coverage in the event of a catastrophe.
After our stories, the insurance company finally agreed to cover cleanup costs for Sutton widow Catherine Hamlin. And the state stepped in to help Blackstone mom Donna Barron, admitting it had failed to follow up on the property for so many years. But the hundreds of other people we don't spotlight aren't so lucky. A lawmaker who chairs the committee that heard testimony expressed his support for the bill, telling me it's an important consumer protection for homeowners. Ryan Kath, NBC 10 Boston investigator.